Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave of Spider-Man Marvel Legends Black Suit Spider-Man, a sorely needed new version of Black Suit Spider-Man. We haven't had a black suit in a long time, and we haven't had a good one in kind of forever. There were some that were good enough at the time, but this one makes them all obsolete. This is basically the same as the Raft Spider-Man, the SDCC set, and it's just black suit, which I think is great, because if you guys remember from that review, I told you that was subjectively my favorite Spider-Man figure, I think, and maybe even objectively the best Spider-Man figure that we've had from Marvel Legends. So to have a black suit version of that has to be a good thing, right? Well, mostly. There are a couple of issues, but we're going to get into that. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 6.5 inches, just shy, which makes him a little bit shy of 16.5 centimeters. As far as paint on this guy, there's really none to speak of other than the spider logo and the eyes and the hands, which are just white spots. And for the most part, they're pretty well done. You can see the hands mostly clean. I don't really have any problems with that. I suppose there could be problems on other people's, but I don't have them, so that's all I can say. For the chest logo, it's mostly really good, especially on this side, but on this side we do have some black spots. It's a little bit frustrating, but I guess it's not reasonable to expect them to mold this all in white and then paint the black on, so I guess that's okay, it'll do. And then the butterfly joints do have the paint on them, however that's not anywhere near as clean, but it will suffice. And then lastly, we have the eyes, which obviously have to be painted well, and they are. So I'm very happy about that. Really, you know, it's within my acceptable tolerance for problems on a paint job, so I'm very happy about it. Before we go on, we do have some interchangeable hands, which a lot of people said we needed in the Raft Spider-Man. We didn't get them. We do on this one. We have the 2 fist hands and the 2 wall-crawling hands. Since he's the Black Suit Spidey, we don't need a web-slinging hand, so that's okay by me. So that's all we need, really. I'm happy about it. As far as articulation goes, this guy is the same body we've seen a few times now, but I'll go through it anyway. He can look up pretty far, almost all the way. He can look down basically all the way. And of course, since the head is on a ball peg, it'll lean a little bit and has full rotation. Now, like I said last time we reviewed this body, the neck is awfully long. On a Spider-Man figure, it's acceptable because he's supposed to be kind of lanky anyway, especially with this more McFarlane-style eyes. But the head does technically sit a little bit too high. Again, it's excusable on this guy, so no big deal. We have a butterfly joint, which does work nicely. It's not quite as nice as that new 2099 joint, but I'm more than happy with it, so that's okay. We have our standard ball hinge shoulders. Takes a little bit of force to get them up this time. As you can see, we have some extra flashing going on in the mold here, but it can be done, so you can get the arms up all the way, no problems. You can rotate them all the way around, of course. That's pretty standard. Bicep swivel works no problem. I've heard reports of this guy falling apart. Mine are all very stiff. All of my joints are stiff and tight, and I haven't had any problems yet. Double jointed elbow, that's no problem. And then, of course, the wrists swivel due to that peg for interchangeability, and they all have a hinge in there. Ab crunch works pretty well. Leans all the way back, and they did continue the paint up through there. Did I say all the way back? He leans a little bit back, not all the way. Leans all the way forward, so that's pretty good, and the paint is continued on his back, so that's nice. Waist twist is fine. Legs go more than all the way forward, so that's good. But you guys know this hasn't been the best body for going out to the side. They fixed it a little bit, but it's still fairly limited, especially for a Spider-Man figure. Could be better. Thigh swivels, no problem. A little bit stiff, but they do work. Double jointed knees, obviously no problem. That's pretty standard. And then lastly, we have our ankle, which works really far going back, works really well going back, and kind of well going forward. Definitely could use a little bit more on that for a Spider-Man figure, but it will do. So the final verdict, this is definitely my favorite Black Suit Spider-Man, and probably the best all-around Black Suit Spider-Man they've made. You need to have it. You need to have it. That's my verdict. So make sure you get one before they're hard to get. I love this one. I really like this look for Spider-Man. I'm happy we got the black suit and the Raft in this particular style. That's right up my alley, so I'm very happy about it. All right, I'll stop rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff, so make sure you come back for that. Turn on notifications so that you know to come back for it, and in the meantime, keep collecting.